I had the opportunity to go to a physical education conference in Verona, New York this year, which was a great experience. And one of the things that I came away with was an app called Plickers. And I remember we were watching an activity go on, and a teacher started to talk to me about using Plickers. And so I kind of questioned her as to why we would use it in phys ed. And that's when she started to say, it's great for assessment. And so she gave me an example of how she had a question that she had in regards to cardiorespiratory endurance. And she put down a couple answers, and the kids had an opportunity to pick the answer using their Plickers card, instead of having people raise their hand and the children feeling awkward about not knowing the answer or saying the wrong answer. And so I tried it in my physical education classes, and one thing I noticed is that when I would ask the question, I would always, at the end when I would check, I would always say the correct answer first. Because I remember growing up, whatever answer was yelled out, I seemed to process that answer quickly. And so the kids that got the answer wrong had an opportunity to quickly see the correct answer, and no one knew that they didn't know it, because no one really knew what they put down for answers. The cards are really small, and the answers are very small, so the only person that would really know is the person that answered. I also like to use Plickers for attendance. When I'm doing my evaluation, I can look and see who's not there, and if it shows up gray, then I know that either it didn't register or scan, or they're absent. And so it shows me a quick way that those kids that didn't get to participate in that question, which then I could go back later and just ask those kids. Another thing that I thought was pretty neat about Plickers is that if during my class, if 4 kids didn't know the answer, instead of calling them out right there, I could go throughout the lesson and give them little private, kind of like a tutorial at their spot. No one needs to know that I'm going over the information that they missed. And so it kind of works out. It's twofold. Helps me with my assessments. It's quick, less than probably 3 minutes once they know how to use it. And the kids are anonymous when they answer, and they don't feel the pressure to get it wrong, because I'm not going to call on them and call them out on it. Something I really feel that is awesome too is that when I can use another class and just use the number sets and ask them a question about which sport they prefer, and let it be anonymous, and it will show me in that way too. So it's not anything that I could trace to find out who actually thought that badminton was better than pickleball or something like that. So I've used it for different ways, but I feel like I will use Plickers for a very long time. I might not use it every class, but it's a quick and easy way to get an assessment